Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Exploring Round Lake with Lance. We're going to take a small little walk today, and we're going to talk about something that's kind of current in the news right now at Round Lake, but yet has a history as old as almost 70 years. So come along with me as we explore. 1949, when Round Lake bought this facility, it was only a 25-acre lake, probably only about 62 acres total. There were several original buildings on the property. There was a farmhouse, a barn, there was a boathouse and waterfront, there were 3 summer cottages, and an old pavilion where now the dining hall stands. On May 21st, 2018, somewhere between 6:15 and 6:45 in the evening, the camp maintenance building caught on fire and was burned totally to the ground. Total loss. There were no injuries, nobody was in the building at the time, so we really don't know what caused it. Probably an engine fire in the pickup truck. But we lost every tool, utility vehicle we had in this fire just several days before family camp out. 3 weeks away from camp starting. From this angle, the shop that was built in 1990 is the exact location of the barn that was there when the camp was purchased. It's set beside the original farmhouse, which is right there. So from the golf course, which was built in 1928, I stand at the clubhouse and I look at the farmhouse and the camp maintenance building, which is where the barn used to stand. Now, as you would walk behind the farmhouse, below the barn, there was a trail that is still here. This trail was walked by many kids throughout the years because when the camp first started, there were no dormitories or buildings or cabins. And so the barn was where the boys slept, and the farmhouse is where the girls slept. And that's how it all started in 1950. I think every camp that was started in the 40s, 50s, and 60s were all started in a barn at one time or another. I know when I grew up in camp, I stayed in a barn. Just recently I was talking to a fella who golfs on Monday Night Senior League who actually cut grass at the golf course, and he said at one time the old barn across the street from the golf course beside the farmhouse, which was purchased in 1949, the equipment for the golf course was stored downstairs and the kids slept upstairs. That's kind of an interesting little note. And I believe at one time there was a sign on the outside of that barn that said Round Lake Golf Course. Well, that concludes this episode of Exploring Round Lake with Lance. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get notifications of every video that is uploaded. And we'll see you next time.